Hey guys, tehcubedude here, and today I have a review for the MoYu HuanYing. You can find the MoYu HuanYing on IQ Mart for $13.99. That's where I got my puzzle. And the color of the box is the opposite of the color of the body of the puzzle you bought. So I got a white bodied puzzle, meaning I got a black box. If you got a black bodied puzzle, you get a white box. So that's pretty cool. And here's what the box looks like. Here it has the mechanism, and you can see it's really open, but you can see that in the pieces section. And also these caps get really annoying. I'll go over that in the pieces section as well. So now let's go into the turning. So the turning on this puzzle is absolutely fantastic. It is super smooth, and even though it's really loud, the smoothness of the turning makes up for that loud noise. So now let's go over the corner cutting. So the corner cutting on this puzzle is fantastic. It can do about 45 on each side with ease. It can even do a little bit more than 45 sometimes. Like here, it's a little bit more than 45. And they can do that with ease. And that is because the puzzle is so open, and I'll go over that in the pieces section. But the reverse corner cutting is also very good. But if you try and do it a little bit more, if you try and like overdo it, then these little caps will fall out, and I'll go over those in the pieces section. It gets really annoying. I'll go over how to make it stop doing that. So now, let's go into lockups and pops. So the only thing that pops, as I just saw, are the caps. It doesn't really ever lock up. Because of how open the corners are, it doesn't really catch on anything. It doesn't catch on the centers at all. But the only thing that happens involving pops and lockups are the caps. We can get one to pop off. There you go. So that's the only thing that'll happen, and I recommend that when it does pop off like that, I recommend putting glue in those 3 holes and then just putting it back, and just do it as they pop. So don't just take them all out and then glue them. Just when one of them or 2 of them pop out, just glue them in, and eventually you'll have all the ones that would pop out then glued in. So that's how I recommend to prevent it from popping like that, and so it does not lock up at all. The pieces are really open. Let's take a look at them. They have this little torpedo mechanism. So here is the core. Looks like a very flat puzzle, very plain one, until you get into the corners and edges. So the corners have these little dips right here, and it's very open, as you can see. Lots of room for corner cutting. And also, that's why it makes it so light. It feels really light and really airy. And so these things right here, these little torpedoes, they just hold it in place. They hold the corner locked underneath it, and there's not much room for the corner to move in and out, like up and down. And also these parts of the edge go underneath the center, and so that prevents it from popping. So it's a really great mechanism, and I really like this puzzle. The only problem I have with it is that the plastic feels extremely cheap. They fixed it in the MoYu HuanYing right here, but the plastic is super cheap. That might be a factor in the loudness of the puzzle, because the MoYu HuanYing is not as loud and it feels less cheap. And the MoYu HuanYing is the MoYu HuanYing is amazing. If you want a review on this, I can have one up Sunday. I'll probably end up recording it tomorrow. But it is an amazing puzzle. It's on its way to being my backup to my main. So as I mentioned before, the only thing that does pop off are the caps, and I recommend gluing those in to prevent that. And other than that, it does not pop any pieces, any edges don't pop off, any corners, and it does not ever lock up because of how open this puzzle is. So now let's go over the sticker quality. So I love the sticker shades on this puzzle. They're very vibrant, very bright. They really get my attention when I'm solving it. It's really easy for recognition. They're not the normal, like, really dull stickers that Diana and Shangxiao have. They're very bright and vibrant. Here's the blue, it's a light blue. The red, it's a lightish red. They're all light colors. Then here is the orange. It's a little bit too light for me, the orange, but I love the green. And the yellow is kind of a neon yellow. Maybe a little bit pale, I guess. Yeah, you kind of have to see it off camera, but it looks a little pale. And so now a size comparison. It is the same size as a Zanchi. And so now let's go over my overall thoughts on this puzzle. So this puzzle is priced very well, despite the fact that it is very loud, because the turning and the corner cutting make up for that. The sticker shades are very vibrant, they really pop out at you, and it makes for easy recognition when it's scrambled. So this puzzle, I would highly recommend you guys get. It is a very great puzzle. The only reason I would not recommend it is if you do not like loud puzzles, then do not get this, because it is very loud and very obnoxious. But Eventually, you just kind of get used to it as you turn a bunch of cubes. Like, you get used to the Diane sound. You would eventually get used to this. But if you don't like loud puzzles to start with, I don't recommend getting this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review today. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below with some topic suggestions for future videos. Also, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how I can make my reviews better. And I'd also love to know what puzzles you want me to review next. Check out the channel of the week, Cubing Master number 8. That's the number without the B. They have some pretty good cubing videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go check out my wall buys coupon code. It's in the description. It's 7% off, and I would really appreciate it if you guys used it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.